Battlefield cemeteries. We gotta go someplace else.
How about a tavern?
Okay. Hello there, parapeeps, and welcome to another episode of our Haunted Travels. I'm your host, Sean Donnelly.
I'm your co-host, Marianne Donnelly.
Today we are stopping at this place right here.
The Rising Sun Tavern.
Rising Sun Tavern in Fredericksburg, Virginia.
Yes.
But before we get into that, if you're into the paranormal, history, forensic, and travel type videos,
don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ding that little bell so you'll hear from us next time we post a new video.
So what's the deal with the history?
So this was just a house at one point, and George Washington's brother actually lived here. And then when he left here, a guy bought it and opened a tavern here. And then I think after that it might have become a boarding house or something like that, but it's since been returned back to tavern status for museum and tours.
All right, let's go take a look. All right.
The Rising Sun Tavern in Fredericksburg, Virginia is one of the city's most cherished historical landmarks, offering a glimpse into life in the 18th and early 19th centuries. Originally built in the 1760s as a private residence by Charles Washington, the younger brother of George Washington, the building began as a family home situated along what was then a busy Colonial thoroughfare. The Washington family played a significant role in the growth and prominence of Fredericksburg, and Charles's choice to settle there contributed to the city's reputation as a social and political hub during the colonial period. By the 1790s, the house had been converted into a tavern and began operating under the name the Golden Eagle Tavern, and was later renamed the Rising Sun Tavern. At the time, taverns were central to community life, functioning not only as places to eat, drink, and sleep, but also as informal political arenas, post offices, and meeting spots for travelers, merchants, and locals. The Rising Sun Tavern quickly became a well-known and busy establishment, offering hearty food, strong drinks, and warm beds to those passing through Fredericksburg. Its central location near the stagecoach lines made it a convenient and popular stop for those journeying between Richmond and Washington, D.C. In the 20th century, as Fredericksburg began to prioritize the preservation of its colonial past, the Rising Sun Tavern was restored and opened to the public as a museum. Today, it is operated by the Washington Heritage Museums and furnished with period-appropriate decor and artifacts to reflect what tavern life would have looked like in the post-Revolutionary era. Costumed interpreters help bring the experience to life, giving visitors insight into the social customs, travel conditions, and politics of early America. The building stands not only as a rare surviving example of an 18th century tavern, but also as a testament to Fredericksburg's colonial heritage and the enduring legacy of the Washington family.
In the center there, and so of course they would put some bait on there. The mouse would run in there, try and grab the bait, trip the lever here like that, and kaboom. And it definitely it did the job.
All right, so we got some paranormal claims here at the Rising Sun Tavern.
That's right. There's actually quite a few. So there is supposedly the ghost of John Fraser. He apparently died in one of the upstairs bedrooms. Items move on their own. There are chills and cold spots, sounds of laughter, tugging on the dresses and pulling on the caps of the docents. Doors open and close on their own, especially the front door. hats on the coat rack that are in the building in the evening are found stacked on the chair when they come in the next morning.
Nice.
There's a low tolerance for rudeness. John Fraser's wife or Patrick Henry, who may have been an employee here, are attributed to that. And one time there was an employee who went upstairs. She turned off all the lights upstairs. By the time she got downstairs, all the lights were on again upstairs. She went back up and turned them all off. Did that 3 times. After she did that 3 times, she scolded the ghost harshly and said, like, don't do that anymore. Why are you doing that? And something pulled the rug out from underneath her.
Whoa.
So they say that the ghost did not want to tolerate any of that. They were in charge. So that's pretty much the claims here. But I think that's kind of a number of
sufficient.
them. Yeah.
All right.
So in the Rising Sun Tavern, there's also the voice of what they believe is Thomas Jefferson and other colonial leaders in the corridors and old bar assembly room having conversation.
In the tavern.
Yes.
Okay, Mayor. Rising Sun Tavern. What'd you think?
It was very nice inside. I love the fact that they mentioned that the floors that we were standing on were actually the second floor, but the original floor was underneath as a result of being used as a Civil War hospital.
Probably all stained.
And they said they put the new floor on top of it to hide the stains.
Yeah.
Yes, but the original floor is in there, covered in blood.
It did have a smell like they
over.
were having a fire, but all there were fake logs in the fires. I wonder if that was like the floor.
I don't know.
'Cause there was definitely a smell in there. I couldn't wait to get out. But,
Okay.
Anything else you want to add to this video?
Nope, that's about it.
All right, folks, we're going to wrap it up. So until next time,
Thanks for watching.
and happy hunting.
Let us know if you like this video by hitting that thumbs up. Also, if you'd like to see more videos from us in the future, support our channel by hitting that subscribe button and dinging that bell so you get notified the next time there's a video from Panic D Videos.
Thanks for watching.
Happy hunting!